Savior Robert, coming to you live from the beautiful hills of weightlessness. Finance chiefs agree on Russian oil. Has proposed a debt for climate swap deal on a just and equitable and approved would significantly advance African countries. Secretarial Committee to organize the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Bas Mustafa, second independence anniversary celebration activities for the anniversary. According to the SGF, the other assignments as activities earmarked for the celebration. Secretarial Committee as cases in the country, its laws. Speaking during the evasion of the Constitution of the Federalist as a stateless person, Constitutions in Diaspora Commission Nidcom Abike Dabriero recall that some Nigerians who traveled recently to Dubai without explanation. Dabriero was said persons below 30 as the process was made their ticket and proof of accommodation first way effective tomorrow. In a statement, the Ministry of Works and the ongoing reconstruction expansion joints that got damaged, prevent accidents and vehicular damages worth 130 million that the grants were targeted at vulnerable. Ia Farouk made this known at the floods with the highest number of beneficiaries. The federal government has presented certificates of meters are not allowed to produce blend development and Umakie, presented by the Director of Special Duties of the Ministry to the 36 states of the Federation, ensure compliance with the provisions of 7 trillion naira security budgets, allegedly despite the high budgetary allocation. The country January through June 2022, and Syria third with 100 and in another development, Director General at 41.60 trillion naira and fiscal policy paper held by the House of it in the annual budget as approved by the
the share of the federal. December 32.92 trillion naira. Yeah, we publish quarterly. It was 41. If you go all the way from 2017.
Sitting in High Court 4 just today was not validly nominated by the PDP for the highest valid votes. In the election, Governor-elect Senator Ademola Adeleke also granted his prayer to conduct a forensic audit of the. It will avail the council to Adesians. Recall that Adeleke Adeboyega Oyetola, the governor of the state, Jonah Jang, against Jang by the Economic and Financial Office of the Secretary to the Plateau State Government Commission says it will appeal Kashar in the office of the Secretary to the State Government. The Commission stated this in a Wujaran. On the wanted list, Tala Mohammed International Airport this year, the EFCC had financial records, to which the funds counterpart America from around the globe to the United Nations policing. In a state of lateralism at work, disability inclusive exercise foundation the disability, but and the people in the fight against for their collaborative efforts in the state. The NAPTIP bus from the villages.
Children out of wedlock. No. You find out most shielding what their children so that come from having children. Once the high rate of self.
Still to come in our supply for Dakada luxurious. Where the International Monetary Fund that has sunk the Southern African country's fiscal space for essential social spending became the first African country to have. The Zambia has been too low to reduce. On the foreign scene, group of petroleum products. They confirmed this and the price level will be revisited would halt oil and petroleum products supply. In a related development, the fifth after it shut down due to shelling Telegram messaging app. And adding that the fifth reactor continues to be operated by Ukrainian, delivering on a promise made in February, and others such as Total Energies and divesting from joint ventures in Roman following the exit from Karyaga. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has warned the breakaway region of Transnistria, as was the case in South Ossetia, stationed peacekeeping troops from Moldovan control. The government summoned the acting Russian ambassador. Leader Aung San Suu Kyi has added to the 17 years in prison that she has been detained since a coup early last year. General election that her National League sentenced today by a special court. Evidence in the case appeared in good health. Survived the 2015 nuclear deal, not constructing. Tehran submitted a text containing a policy chief, Joseph Borrell, who has been coordinating negotiations. The deal saw Iran agree to curb its nuclear ambitions, instead pursuing a policy of maximum pressure sanctions against Iran. Iran has long. Away from that, the Biden administration has urged Congress to approve $22.4 billion more. The request comes as the government readies a new fall initiative in shots. Biden's request for more money faces elections, noting that a previous White House demand for additional COVID-19 funds stalled. This is according to an administration memo ahead of the September 30 end of fiscal year 2022. The government today suspended its
democracy are under assault. We do ourselves no favor, plainly as I can, to the nation about the incredible future that lies in front of us if only we choose it. Now, I want to be very clear, Republicans. Not every Republican embraces their extreme ideology. That the Republican Party today is dominated, driven, and intimidated by Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans. And that is a threat to this country. I believe in the give and take of politics, in disagreement and debate and dissent. Respect the guardrails of the Republic.
Was unharmed after a man with a loaded gun tried to shoot her, but the gun did not go off. From Colombia to Brazil. In a televised address, President Alberto Fernandez said the man had pointed a firearm and said the gun had been loaded with 5 bullets. Kirchner is on trial. Assailant, who authorities identified as a 35-year-old man of Brazilian origin, was quickly arrested by police. In the city of Herat in western Afghanistan has killed a high-profile pro-Taliban cleric during Friday noon prayers. Herat's police spokesperson Mahmoud the Musk Rajoli said one of the suicide bombers had blown himself up. Akil told reporters that 18 people were martyred in the incident and 23 others were wounded. Reacting. And now it's time for the latest business and stock market stories. We have
Day, and my name is Blyden Okem. In the news, we begin with Dakada Luxury Estates. Government of Dakada Luxury Estates. Governor Demi Manuel opened up on these on the list of attractive amenities presented to the private investors included a water treatment plant, a fire substation, sewage treatment, 24 hours internet. The governor disclosed that the Dakada Luxury Estate, which is strategically located in a place for holiday and excellent luxurious 22. In Nigeria, daily fuel consumption customs faults NNPC's debt. Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPC Limited, previously known as the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, certifies the over 6.34 trillion naira in annual subsidy billion liters of petrol daily. The customs controller, if the company puts daily consumption of petrol at 60, that a nation's oil company was supplying more than 60 million liters of petrol, cannot scientifically back up its claim of a 98 million amounts being paid for subsidy. Meanwhile, the committee had 12 trillion naira. And to the FAAC report, NNPC has failed to sell enough crude oil to offset its Petroleum Subsidy Debt Account Allocation Committee, FASC, NNPC incurred a petrol subsidy payment of 4 since the reemerge and a reemergence of subsidy payment early last year. Meanwhile, the document indicated that about 400 billion naira exceeded the total oil sold for the month by roughly 48 billion to the Federation's account. And it's time for the Nigerian stock market report. At the end, million shares in 3,435 deals corresponding to a market value stock exchange is 27 trillion naira. The benchmark All-Share Index climbed 150, a one-week gain of 0.73%. 3% improvement in turnover, but 4% decline in deals. In losers, FCMB Group led the gainers with 9 points. On the losing side, Mark 7 kobo per share. Sterling Bank recorded the highest volume of 93.7 for the rest of the news.
Many thanks, Blyden. Pounds breaks record. Please stay with us. Ministry of Health has confirmed 11 cases of cholera disease in the Guyuk and Cheleng, who said the ministry received reports of suspected cases of acute watery diarrhea from the existing cholera treatment center to support case management across the state, consuming food and water. So in health, the Nigeria Tobacco Control Alliance has the country. Nigeria is a member of the 182 parties of the World Health Organization in their countries. Speaking of the group, Oluwafemi Akimbode. In our sports, Premier League clubs have broken their transfer spending record for a season. Analysis from finance company Deloitte. The summer transfer window, which closed on Thursday, beat the previous record of 2018. It also beat the previous summer spending record of £1.4 billion set in 2017. Several other records were broken in the window, including Premier League clubs spending more than Spain's La Liga, Italy's Serie A, and the report of the death of multi-talented Nigerian actor rocked the whole Nigerian entertainment industry. A year and a few months after, through which this leaves an enduring part of himself. A call for a better society. It consists of 5 tracks and entertains guest appearances. And still in entertainment, Nigerian rapper Panchak Zamani, popularly known as Lagos State Benjamin Hundayan, broke the news in a tweet this morning, detailing how the singer was arrested. He said the singer was arrested for an alleged assault on a police officer, threatened to throw the officer into a river at the point of arrest. The PPRO posted. Now, J. Cole is the first non-athlete on the current edition. This version of the game will be available at GameStop in the US. Baz and Elite will help players befriend Cole. The game has topped the official charts with her dance hit Baddest of Them All, Bota, which the chart launched in 1952 with Al Matino's orchestral ballad Here in My Heart in the top 2 for the last 2 weeks. It surged into pole position for DJ STVNg's It Feels So Good in 2000. Social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel, all of which you can find on our website, spectrumtv.ng.